Hassan claimed that there was indeed no Hindu religion during Rajaraja Cholan's period and that the term Hindu was coined by the British. The BJP hit out at Hassan, questioning whether Rajaraja built any mosque or church during his reign if he was not a Hindu king.
Hindu மதங்கிற பேர் ராஜராஜோட காலத்துல கிடையாது. அப்படி வைணவம்னு இருந்தது, சைவம்னு இருந்தது, சமணம்னு இருந்ததே தவிர அது வெள்ளக்காரங்க நமக்கு வச்ச பேர். என்ன சொல்றதுன்னு தெரியாம தூத்துக்குடின்னு சொன்ன மாதிரி தான் அது. அதை தான் நானும் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கேன். எல்லாரும் எங்களுக்கு மதங்கள் வெவ்வேறு இருந்தது. அதையெல்லாம் 8ஆம் நூற்றாண்டில் ஆதிசங்கரங்கிறவர் ஷண்மத ஸ்தாபனம்னு பண்றாரு. இதெல்லாம் சரித்திரம். அந்த சரித்திரத்தை இங்கே சொல்லக்கூடாது.
தொடர்ந்து அடையாளங்களை நம்ம கிட்ட இருந்து எடுத்துக்கிட்டு இருக்காங்க. வள்ளுவருக்கு காவி உடை கொடுக்கறதா இருக்கட்டும், ராஜராஜ சோழன் ஒரு இந்து அரசன் ஆகிறதா இருக்கட்டும், இப்படி தொடர்ந்து நடந்துகிட்டு இருக்கு.
இவருக்கு பேரே வெற்றிமாறன்னு வச்சுட்டு இருக்காரு. ராஜராஜ சோழன் கட்டின 2 சர்ச்சு 2 மாஸ்க் எங்கெங்க இருக்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டா போதும். என்னை சிவபாதசேகரன் என்று அழைத்து கொண்ட மாமன்னன் ராஜராஜ சோழன். அவர் ஹிந்து இல்லையா?
In fact, we spoke to BJP leader H. Raja earlier. Listen in to what he said.
So to say that Rajaraja Cholan is not a Hindu is ridiculous. I can only pity on these people. But there is a systematic attempt to de-Hinduize the Tamil society. That is why, though Thiruvalluvar has mentioned about Mahalakshmi, Narayana, all the Indran, these Hindu gods in his Tirukural, people used to say that Valluvar is not a Hindu. So these people are blabbering something, or they are ignorant of what is India, and did India exist even before the Mughals invaded it? All these things, these people are ignorant of the history of our nation. So I pity on them, just that is all. But in essence, Rajaraja Chola, for that matter, the whole Chola kingdom, they have built thousands of big temples in Tamil Nadu for Lord Shiva. So they are all Hindus only.
News coming in right now. Trouble mounts for Congress leader Udit Raj. NCW, the National Commission for Women, serves notice to the Congress Neta. NCW notice to Udit Raj for his chamcha remark. NCW has said that Udit Raj must apologize for his remark after Congress's chamchagiri attack on Murmu. BJP has trained its guns at Congress's Udit Raj. BJP said that the Congress is stooping to a new law. It also raked up Adhir Ranjan's, in fact, Rashtrapatni comment against President Murmu earlier. So now the NCW, in fact, saying that Congress leader Udit Raj should apologize for his remarks, his chamchagiri remarks against President Murmu. In fact, in a clarification, Udit Raj had said, "My statement as regard to Draupadi Murmu ji is mine and nothing to do with the Congress. Her candidature and campaign were in the name Adivasi. It doesn't mean she's no longer Adivasi. My heart cries that when SC/ST reach to higher position, they ditch their communities and become mums." So that is his charge against President Murmu, but he says that this is my personal view and this is got nothing to do with the Congress party. But the BJP now training its guns at the Congress party and saying, do they endorse these comments made against the President of India by their Neta? NCW now taking cognizance of those comments and saying Udit Raj has to apologize immediately for his comments against President Murmu. In fact, Udit Raj has gotten himself into trouble in the past as well for his comments. But in this instance, the BJP also raking up Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary's earlier comment on President Murmu, referring to her as Rashtrapatni. Now, the Congress has stoked another controversy by hurling an insult once again at President Draupadi Murmu. Congress leader Udit Raj hurled a jibe at the President, claiming that she was appointed to the top post through chamchagiri. Now, this after the Congress's Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, in fact, had put his foot in the mouth when he called the president Rashtrapatni. The BJP hit out at the Grand Old Party for their history of insulting those occupying constitutional positions and for using derogatory language against President Murmu.
उदित राज जी जो कांग्रेस के नेता है, जिस प्रकार के शब्दों का प्रयोग उन्होंने महामहिम राष्ट्रपति आदरणीय द्रौपदी मुर्मू जी के लिए किया है, वो चिंताजनक और दुखद है, अशोभनीय है। ये कहीं न कहीं कांग्रेस पार्टी की मानसिकता को दर्शाता है। ये कहीं न कहीं कांग्रेस पार्टी के एंटी ट्राइबल माइंडसेट को उजागर करता है। आज कांग्रेस पार्टी को इस प्रकार के वक्तव्य के लिए क्षमा मांगनी चाहिए कि आखिरकार देश की आदिवासी महिला राष्ट्रपति के लिए इस प्रकार की चिंतन कांग्रेस पार्टी में क्यों है?
Congress party has crossed all limits yet again by insulting and by taunting President Draupadi Murmu when its national spokesperson and senior leader Udit Raj has used words for Draupadi Murmu ji that can't be repeated. Today, using the most foul and filthy language against the people's president, President Draupadi Murmu, whose candidature and whose presidency is a historic presidency. This shows the true face of the Congress party, which has always been Dalit Virodhi and Adivasi Virodhi.
Now let's take a look at the top stories of the day. Tragedy strikes at Durga Visarjan in West Bengal. At least 8 people died and several others are feared missing after they were swept away in the Mal River in Jalpaiguri district during the immersion of idols. Over 70 people have been rescued so far. Massive fire breaks out at Gandhinagar's cloth market in North Delhi. The fire started in a shop and quickly spread to nearby shops due to synthetic cloths. Around 35 fire tenders and 150 firefighters rushed to the spot to douse the fire. A major accident was averted during Ravan Dahan after a Ravan effigy collapsed on spectators at a Dashera event in Haryana's Yamunanagar. The mishap occurred when a group of men approached the nearly burnt effigy to collect the remains. Several people suffered minor injuries. The air quality in New Delhi dropped to poor level, with most of the areas witnessing AQI 200+. Graded response action plan measures have been implemented in the National Capital Region to control pollution. We're slipping into a very short break. Stay tuned. News and updates will continue on the other side of this break.
Everyone's busy finding what's trending. You're busy finding out why. India Today, for those who research before reacting. Download the India Today app now. Everyone's busy finding what's trending. You're busy finding out why. India Today, for those who research before reacting. Download the India Today app now. Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com. Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices.
Kriti, you refused Karan Johar's lust stories because the role centered around the female orgasm and your mother vetoed it.
So my mother was just it is a short film. It's a 20-minute thing about only a female orgasm. I mean, fine, if you're doing a 20-minute thing in a full-fledged film, it still makes sense. But maybe I don't think you should do it at this point. So that was the whole discussion.
So you've been very open, and to your great credit.
I've been very open till now. I'm very open for everything. I have allowed them
कोई love scene
to go to parties.
Kriti की कोई love scene हो या
no problem.
You have no problem
I
with that.
don't have any problem.
You've only drawn the line at the orgasm. उसके पहले
Co-presented by only OLX Autos gives the best price for your car. Co-presented by Macho Hint, fashion बड़े आराम से.
All right, you're watching India Today. I'm Nabila Jamal. Here's the big breaking news that we're currently tracking. BJP Sangeet Som provokes. Som backs taking up arms in population war. Days after Mohan Bhagwat versus OAC, their debate on population. Sangeet Som now saying can't let the rise of one community. Rajputs fought Mughals. We will do this again. BJP Sangeet Som making a provocative statement saying that we fought the Mughals, we will do this again. Cannot let any community's population increase. In fact, particularly speaking on the lines after Mohan Bhagwat and OAC, their debate on population. Now Sangeet Som saying that can't let the rise of any one community. Rajputs fought the Mughals. We will do this again. Let's take a listen.
मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ क्या आज राज में दोबारा नहीं होने जा रहा? बात बढ़ती हुई जनसंख्या क्या चिंता का विषय नहीं है? आप बताइए मुझे, एक बार किस तरीके से जनसंख्या बढ़ना क्या ये चिंता का विषय नहीं है? अभी आप लोगों ने कई वक्ताओं ने कहा कि भाई हमारी जनसंख्या घटती जा रही है। अरे आपने चिंता घटती हुई जनसंख्या की तो कर ली साहब, लेकिन जितनी बढ़ रही है चिंता उसकी करने की जरूरत है, बढ़ किसकी रही है?
All right, that's BJP Sangeet Som, who says that we will take up arms if need be to control population, won't let any community overpopulate our country. Let me quickly cut across to Abhishek Mishra, joining us for a little more on that. Abhishek, a quick word. Sangeet Som of the BJP saying we'll take up arms if needed. We fought with the Mughals. We are ready to do this again. We will not let one community's population increase. What's he referring to really?
Well, absolutely, Nabila. And this statement, which has come from Sangeet Som, a former MLA, and yesterday during the Shastra Puja on the occasion of Vijaya Dashmi, he has said this thing. It is quite shocking because once again, he's targeting a particular community and saying that the increase in their number is something which is a major concern. And if there are no precautions or no measures has been taken timely, then it could be a time that we need to take the arms in our hand. So that is something which is getting a lot of attention now. Although now the reactions have started to come out, opposition is already slamming the government and his MLA on, making such a derogatory statement. But one thing is very clear that Sangeet Som, with this particular statement, is referring to a particular community, and in the way it's quite, a situation is this, that it can eventually affect the law and order as well. but so far nothing has been said. But clearly a very purposeful statement by Sangeet Som, where he's making responsible a particular community for the increase in population and even asking to take the arms in hand if required. Yes.
Well, the statement that he made is provocative and could be insinuating. Is there any complaint that's been filed against this for the call that he's made to take up arms if needed and fight like we fought the Mughals? We're willing to do this again, won't let one community's population take over. These are the kind of comments he's made while almost insinuating violence. Let me cut across to Sangeet Som's comment yet again.
बताइए मुझे, मैं जब मुगलों का राज हुआ करता था, जब भी हमने सच काम किया था, नहीं तो मुगलों ने पूरे देश पे राज किया, हजारों साल यहाँ राज किया। मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ, क्या आज राज में दोबारा नहीं होने जा रहा? आज बढ़ती हुई जनसंख्या का चिंता का विषय नहीं है? आप बताइए मुझे, एक बार की इस तरीके से जनसंख्या बढ़ना, क्या ये चिंता का विषय नहीं है? अभी आप लोगों ने कई वक्ताओं ने कहा कि भाई हमारी जनसंख्या घटती जा रही है। अरे आपने चिंता घटती हुई जनसंख्या की तो करनी साहब, लेकिन जितनी बढ़ रही है चिंता उसकी करने की जरूरत है, बढ़ किसकी नहीं है।
All right, we heard that. Let's see if at all Sangeet Som will be pulled up for the comment he's made. Abhishek, thank you very much for joining us on that. Now, the spotlight is on the country's rising population yet again. RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat has now flagged the need for a comprehensive population control policy that will apply to all equally. Added that if it was, in fact, this policy he wants to initiate in the interest of the nation, to keep an eye on the population's imbalance. But this hasn't gone down too well with AIMIM Chief Asauddin Owaisi. He's reacted sharply, called this an annual day of dog whistles and hate speech by the RSS chief. Let's take a listen.
जनसंख्या की एक समग्र नीति बने, वो सब पर समान रूप से लागू हो.
RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat's big demography remark, warning against lopsided numeric growth of any particular religion. The RSS chief was speaking at the Sangh's Vijay Dashmi rally at its Nagpur headquarters.
जनसंख्या की एक समग्र नीति बने, वो सब पर समान रूप से लागू हो. एक बार बनने के बाद किसी को छूट न मिले और समाज इसको स्वीकार कर ले, इसलिए उसके लिए मन बनाकर उसको लाया जाए, इसकी आवश्यकता है.
The RSS chief also called on Muslims to slam Udaipur like beheadings, where Islamist radicals had beheaded Hindu tailor Kanhaiya Lal.
जो हुआ वो बहुत क्रूरतापूर्ण हुआ. पूरा समाज विरोध में गया. हमेशा होता नहीं है, लेकिन इस बार मुस्लिमों के भी कुछ प्रमुख लोगों ने इसका विरोध किया, उसको गैर इस्लामिक बताया. सभी समाजों के सज्जनों को ऐसा मुखर होना चाहिए.
The Sangh chief also referred to recent RSS dialogue with prominent Muslim intellectuals and said that the Sangh is not enemy of Muslims.
हिंदुस्तान हिंदू राष्ट्र है. इन बातों को मानने वालों का संगठन हम कहते हैं. हम हिंदू संगठन करते हैं. हम किसी का विरोध नहीं करते. हमारा उनके साथ कोई झगड़ा नहीं है.
But a massive controversy broke out as the MIM chief Asauddin Owaisi called it annual hate rant of RSS. Owaisi said that fear-mongering over population imbalance has resulted in genocide, ethnic cleansing and hate crimes across the world. Owaisi had earlier invoked the flogging of Muslim Garba attackers by Gujarat cops to claim witch hunt against the community. Several opposition voices also slammed the RSS chief.
मैं तो चाहता हूं भारत की जनसंख्या नियंत्रण पर जो जनसंघ ने किया था आरएसएस के संचालक से, मैं यही चाहूंगा कि इसके लिए उसकी निंदा करें, उसकी प्रताड़ना करें.
वैसे लोग जिनको डेमोग्राफी की समझ नहीं है ना, या जानकार नहीं है, उनको इन विषयों पे बोलने से बचना चाहिए। डेमोग्राफर्स हैं हमारे देश में, अच्छे डेमोग्राफर हैं जो डिकेडल रेट ऑफ ग्रोथ को बहुत अच्छे से एनालाइज करते हैं।
जगत जननी के रूप में उनकी कल्पना करते हैं।
Will the RSS chief's fresh outreach for Muslim community pay off? Bureau Report, India Today.
इसका मतलब उनको पूजा घर में हम बंद करके रखें।
All right, on day 29th of the Bharat Jodo Yatra, the Gandhis have united for their Padayatra. Congress MP Rahul Gandhi, who is leading that yatra, was joined in by party president Sonia Gandhi, who walked with her son and other party leaders for about a kilometre in Karnataka's Mandya district. This comes after the Gandhis spent about 2 days at a luxury resort in Coorg. Priyanka Gandhi will also be joining the yatra tomorrow. During his address, Rahul Gandhi came down heavy on Karnataka government, fired the 40% cut jibe on the BJP. BJP has hit back, alleges that Rahul Gandhi was partying during the 2008 Mumbai attacks. The entry of the rest of the Gandhi family in Bharat Jodo comes as the party tries to reclaim its bastion in south of Karnataka. Karnataka is headed to polls in 6 months' time. The party is trying to put up a united front amid reports of rift between its two tallest leaders in the state, Karnataka Congress President D.K. Shivkumar and former Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. The two were seen, though, together at that yatra along with the Gandhis.
ये हर चीज में 40% कमीशन लेती है। हिंदुस्तान की शायद सबसे भ्रष्ट सरकार है। कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स ने प्रधानमंत्री को चिट्ठी लिखी, कहा कि कर्नाटक में 40% कमीशन का राज चल रहा है, प्रधानमंत्री ने कोई कार्रवाई नहीं की।
Day after Vijayadashmi, there will be a Vijaya in Karnataka. Our presence, our leadership has brought 10 years of rule for this country. Again it will start, our era will start again. We are very proud she has come to walk on the streets of Karnataka. We are coming to power. BJP is just on the way to close their shop.
पूरा यूपी घूम के आया, क्या रिजल्ट क्या मिला क्या है आपको भी पता है। खुद दिल्ली में कांग्रेस का नाम पर कंटेस्ट करने के लिए प्रत्यक्ष प्रत्याशी भी नहीं मिलता है। वो हालत है। 7 पैदल यात्रा करेंगे तो अभी हम डरेंगे नहीं, अलग अलग करेंगे तो भी हम डरेंगे नहीं।
It is totally politically motivated statement. You are witnessing how people are responding. It is a tremendous response from the people, unexpected response from the people. See, by seeing the success of the Padayatra, they become desperate. BJP people desperate. That is why they are making nonsense statements.
कर्नाटक में हम उम्मीद कर रहे थे कि मैसूर और मंड्या जिले में ऐसे ही रिस्पांस मिलेगा और जो हम उम्मीद कर रहे थे उससे भी ज़्यादा रिस्पांस मिला है। बहुत सकारात्मक लोग आए हुए हैं, सुबह 8:30 बजे से सड़कों पर हैं, राहुल जी की इंतज़ार कर रहे हैं, भारत यात्रियों की इंतज़ार कर रहे हैं और आज एक विशेष दिन है क्योंकि कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष सोनिया गांधी जी भी यहाँ मौजूद हैं।
Day after Vijayadashmi, there will be a Vijaya in Karnataka. Our presence, our leadership has brought 10 years of rule for this country. Again it will start, our era will start again. We are very proud she has come to walk on the streets of Karnataka. We are coming to power. BJP is just on the way to close their shop.
राहुल गांधी जी ही एक ऐसे नेता है जो पाक साफ नेता है। इन्होंने साबित करके दिखाया है कि दुनिया में कोई भी ऐसा राष्ट्रीय नेता नहीं है जो इतना लंबा चलने का साहस भी कर पाए।
सोनिया गांधी जी हम सबकी प्रेरणा स्रोत हैं। उनका साहस, उनका बलिदान, उनका जीवन, उनकी कार्यशैली हर कांग्रेस जन, आम जनमानस के लिए प्रेरणादायक है। आज वो खुद आकर एक जंग का ऐलान करेंगी। भाजपा निर्मित महंगाई के खिलाफ, भाजपा निर्मित बेरोजगारी के खिलाफ, कर्नाटक की 40% करप्ट कमीशन गवर्नमेंट के खिलाफ और देश में नफरत और तोड़ने का माहौल जो फैल रहा है उसके खिलाफ।
No, naturally, all party leaders work for their own party. And she has walked for a half kilometer and gone. It's okay. I mean, as far as we are concerned, it doesn't make any impact.
All right, we see a shocker coming in from Telangana. In fact, there seems to be a brawl there that's taken place. BRS minister's power trip in Telangana as supporters bash a cracker operator. And his fault there that he's lit crackers without the Mantri's nod. Supporters see red over untimely crackers. Mantri Gaud's supporters flare up. VVIP arrogance on full display, thrashing caught on cameras. BRS ministers on a power trip. Supporters literally bash a cracker operator, firecracker operator who went on to light some of those crackers without the Mantri's nod. So supporters of that Mantri seeing red and then bash that man black and blue. And that's the commotion that's caught on cameras here. Mantri Gaud's supporters flare up and literally thrash him. This VVIP arrogance there caught on cameras. All right, moving over to the anti-hijab protests that still continue unabated in Iran. At the funeral of 22-year-old Mahsa Amini, who died after being detained by Iran's morality police, women took off their headscarves in protest against the Iran's forced hijab law. This was just the beginning, though, of the unprecedented protests that the country was set to witness in the coming weeks. And now, in a show of defiance, young schoolgirls have taken up this battle amid a crackdown by security forces. A video from a school in Karaja, west of Tehran, has shown groups of bareheaded girls chanting death to the dictator in reference to the supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. People from around the world are now extending their support to the Iranian women. In fact, a Swedish member of the European Parliament, Abir al-Salhani, has cut her hair during a speech in the EU Assembly to show solidarity with these Iranian women. Meanwhile, more than 50 high-profile French women filmed themselves cutting their hair in support of what's happening in Iran. Bollywood Iranian actor also in India, Mandana Karimi, who staged a lone protest in Mumbai, standing in solidarity with women of Iran. All right, coming up on the other side of a short break, mom-to-be Alia Bhatt held a baby shower at her Mumbai residence yesterday. I'm going to take you through snippets of that on the other side. Stay with us.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Everyone's busy finding what's trending. You're busy finding out why. India Today, for those who research before reacting. Download the India Today app now.
All right, mom-to-be Alia Bhatt held her baby shower at her Mumbai residence yesterday. The actress expecting her first child with her husband Ranbir Kapoor. The couple have tied the knot April earlier this year in an intimate ceremony. In fact, Alia opted for a mustard ethnic ensemble. The actress wore a minimal yet vibrant anarkali set with a bit of golden detailing, an intricate white border. Neetu Kapoor, Radhima Kapoor, Shaheen Bhatt, Pooja Bhatt, Mahesh Bhatt, Karan Johar, Ayan Mukherjee, Karishma Kapoor and the likes have turned up for this ceremony, which they claim is auspicious on that day. Now, the fight between Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt is getting only uglier by the minute. Jolie has filed a cross-complaint against her ex-husband, Brad Pitt, on Tuesday, disclosing new details about what she's described in court papers as abusive behavior by him on a private plane in 2016 that's led to dissolution of their marriage. Here are the details. I'm going to leave you with that.
Hollywood actress Angelina Jolie filed a counter lawsuit against her ex-husband Brad Pitt, disclosing new details about the physical abuse that she suffered during her marriage. In the latest complaint filed by her lawyers in a court in Los Angeles, Jolie revealed that abusive behavior by Pitt on a private plane in September 2016 led to the dissolution of their marriage. Jolie said that the physical and verbal outbursts by Pitt was an extended one, and the family's 6 children flying from France to California were targets.
Pitt choked one of the children and struck another in the face and grabbed me by the head and shook me violently. He also poured beer on me and red wine on the children.
Jolie goes on to add that after authorities declined to bring criminal charges, days later, she filed for divorce. However, a lawyer for Brad Pitt, Annie Kiley, said that the actor had accepted responsibility for some things in the past, but he would not accept things he did not do. For the unversed, this court filing by Jolie is a part of an ongoing legal battle between the ex-partners over a winery which they once owned together. Entertainment Bureau, India Today.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices.
Oh, sorry.
Co-powered by only OLX Autos gives the best price for your car.
In association with Acco. Download the app now.
Iranian women refuse to back down. Schoolgirls' death to dictator message echoes. Anti-hijab stir becomes a global movement now.
Women, life, freedom.
For freedom. French actors showed their support. Chop off hair to back Iranian women. Bollywood actor leads a solo stir in Mumbai. Anti-hijab movement.
A big war over mighty Chola king Raja Chola. After release of Ponniyin Selvan, actor and Neta Kamal Haasan now says the emperor was not a Hindu, as there was no Hinduism in the 9th century. Ayodhya Ram Temple's head priest seeks immediate ban on Prabhas starrer Adipurush over wrongful portrayal of Ram, Hanuman and Ravan. Filmmaker Om Raut breaks his silence, says the movie isn't meant for cell phone viewing. Gandhi's Unite for Bharat Jodo Yatra as Sonia walks with son Rahul Gandhi in Karnataka's Mandya. Priyanka to join in this Padayatra tomorrow. And BJP hits out at Congress's Udit Raj over his Chamchagiri remark on President Murmu. BJP rakes up Adhir's Rashtrapati remark. And 18 people, including Mayor of San Miguel in Mexico, have died after gunmen opened fire inside the city hall. Right now, amid the ongoing row over teaser of Bollywood movie Adipurush, chorus has now grown for the ban on that movie. Ayodhya Ram Mandir's head priest, Satyendra Das, demanded a ban on Adipurush. Condemning the film, the priest stated that characters in the movie are shown in bad light and goes against their dignity. Not just that, fringe group VHP is now urging the centre to dissolve the censor board, while the BJP has demanded a permanent ban and threatened that they will protest against screening of that film in screening of the movie of Adipurush. Meanwhile, protests have also erupted in Varanasi against the film while demanding strict legal action against the movie's director. Adipurush director Om Raut has expressed displeasure over the ban, stating that he is disappointed with the trolling of this film.
रावण राक्षस जरूर था, लेकिन वो बहुत बड़ा विद्वान था और विद्वान होने के कारण से वो वेश बदल करके सीता का हरण किया, लेकिन अमर्यादित नहीं रहा। और जो जिस प्रकार से दिखाया जा रहा है वो बिल्कुल अमर्यादित है और ये किसी रूप में यह आदर्श का पात्र नहीं रह गया। जो दिखाया जा रहा मालूम पड़ रहा है कि विदेशी आक्रांता भारत में आकर के आक्रमण कर रहे हैं। यह स्वरूप दिखाया जाता है, जानबूझ करके किया जा रहा है कि नाम रामायण का और उसका विकृत रूप दिखाया जा रहा है, जो बहुत ही गलत है। और मैं कहता हूं कि इस पर तुरंत बैन लगाया जाए।
आदिपुरुष में जो रावण है वो देखने से लगता है कि हाँ ये आक्रांता है, ये मुस्लिम है, इसका धर्म से कोई संबंध नहीं है। दूसरी चीज, भगवान राम और माता सीता के बीच में जो संवाद दिखाया गया है ये अश्लीलता पूर्वक है। पूरे भगवान श्री राम के जी के पूरे जीवन चरित्र में ऐसा दृष्टांत नहीं था कि माता जी झूले में झूल रही हों, भगवान उनको पकड़े हों। माता जी के वस्त्र वो नीली साड़ी दिखा रहे हैं, जबकि माता जी भगवान में थी। इस आदि पुरुष ने बिल्कुल मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम प्रभु श्री राम जी के पूरे जीवन चरित्र को कलंकित कर दिया है। ये देखने योग्य नहीं है।
विश्व हिंदू परिषद के नेतृत्व में, अपने संतों के नेतृत्व में इस पिक्चर का रिलीज होना रोक पाए न रोक पाए, लेकिन कहीं भी पिक्चर हॉल में लग पाए, इसके लिए हम जिम्मेदारी लेते हैं कि पिक्चर हॉल में नहीं लग पाएगी। वह पिक्चर दिखाकर जो संदेश देना चाहते हैं मुसलमानियत का, जो संदेश देना चाहते हैं गैर हिंदुत्व का, जो संदेश देना चाहते हैं रामायण, रामचरितमानस और धर्म ग्रंथों की मखौल बनाने का, ऐसा संदेश जीते जी विश्व हिंदू परिषद के कार्यकर्ता, बजरंग दल के कार्यकर्ता नहीं देने देंगे, नहीं देने देंगे, नहीं देने देंगे।
देखिए, लगता ऐसे है कि जैसे इस्लामिक संस्था को जबरदस्ती धर्म के नाम पर थोपने का कुत्सित प्रयास चल रहा है। हनुमान जी महाराज की जहाँ तक बात है, उनको इस प्रकार दिखाया गया कि केवल दाढ़ी है, मूछ नहीं है और एक विभत्स रूप में दिखाया गया है। तो मुझे लगता है कि ये एक कुत्सित प्रयास है देश को इस्लामिक व्यवस्था की ओर ले जाने के लिए, जिसका पुरजोर विरोध होना चाहिए। और रावण की बात है तो रावण भी राक्षस तो हो सकता है, पर रावण कोई बर्बर या कोई बाबर नहीं हो सकता है, कोई इस्लामिक और इस्लाम का जो कट्टरपंथ फैलाने वाला आक्रांता नहीं हो सकता है।
जानबूझ करके बॉलीवुड वाले सनातन धर्म के देवी देवताओं को अपमानित करके हिंदुओं को नीचा दिखाने के लिए यह सब काम कर रहे हैं। हनुमान जी की जैसा स्वरूप है वो सब दर्शाया गया है। तो ये जो फिल्म इंडस्ट्री के लोग हैं, ये बाकी धर्मों पर तो फिल्म नहीं बनाते। इन्होंने बाकी धर्मों के देवताओं को देखा है क्या? ये इस्लाम के खलीफाओं पर फिल्म बना सकते हैं इनकी हैसियत? और ये केवल सनातन धर्म के लोगों को जिस तरह से अपमानित इन्होंने किया, जिस तरह से हनुमान जी का चित्रण किया है, उससे घोर आपत्ति है इस देश के हर एक व्यक्ति को।
वह फिल्म महाराष्ट्र की भूमि पर हम कतई प्रदर्शित होने नहीं देंगे। कुछ फिल्म निर्माताओं की आदत बनी है ओछी पब्लिसिटी पाने के लिए और उस पब्लिसिटी से करोड़ों रुपया बटोरने के लिए कि ऐसे निर्माताओं को कुछ समय के लिए उस इंडस्ट्री में काम करने से बैन कर दिया जाए, और ऐसी जो फिल्म जो देवी देवताओं का विडंबन करके करोड़ों रुपया बटोरने चाहती है, ऐसी फिल्म को भी आजीवन बैन करने की आवश्यकता है।
किसी भी प्रकार से भावनाओं को ठेस पहुंचाने वाले फिल्मों का फिल्मांकन नहीं किया जाना चाहिए। अगर ऐसा किया गया तो गलत है और उसकी जांच करके उसको सही तरीके से प्रस्तुत करना चाहिए। अगर भावनाओं को ठेस पहुंचती है, जो तमाम आस्थावान लोग हैं उनको इस प्रकार की चीज़ें स्वीकार नहीं है। और मुझे भी लगता है कि अगर इस प्रकार का कोई फिल्मांकन किया गया है जो नहीं करना चाहिए, तो उस पर फिर से विचार करके उसमें जो गलतियां हों उनको सुधार करके तभी उसको लोगों के सामने प्रस्तुत करना चाहिए।
Every religion needs that respect. Every religion needs that sensitivity. Adipurush, it's a substandard VFX, as we all know, and it is demeaning Ramayana. Where did this Jain bat come from? Where did the monsters come from? Where did the planet of apes come from? These things are offensive. I hope the director is a great person. Om Raut is a great person, but at the same point of time, I hope he will be more sensitive, because you are dealing with a spiritual text, you are dealing with a cultural text, you are dealing with a civilizational text. And Sri Ram is the most celebrated icon in the largest Hindu majority India and the largest Muslim majority Indonesia. And to every religion, whether it be Hindu, Christian or Muslim, we need to depict their holy figures with respect and reverence and not make a cartoon out of them. That's the only humble submission. Prabhas is a great star. We are fans of him. Om is a great director. But I hope they will be more sensitive and mindful after the backlash and criticism.
All right, now actor Kriti Sanon, meanwhile, has reacted to all this controversy, saying that people should wait and watch the film first.
बचपन में मैंने कभी टीवी पर शायद रामायण देखा था, कहानियों में सुना, कभी दादी ने, नानी ने सुनाया थोड़ा, लेकिन एक जो विजुअल मेमोरी होती है जब हम कुछ देखते हैं पर्दे पर, तो वो हम लोगों को ज़्यादा याद रहती है। तो आई रियली फील कि सब बच्चों को अपने परिवार के साथ जाकर ये कहानी, ये पिक्चर देखनी चाहिए। ये हमारे इतिहास का बहुत बहुत अहम हिस्सा है और ये कहानी सबको मालूम होनी चाहिए।
All right, now let me quickly cut across to our reporter Amit Bharadwaj joining us live from Delhi. Amit, a quick word as the clamour growing for banning the film Adipurush. The filmmakers say that they are disappointed with this kind of trolling. They want people to first watch the film and then comment. But we see that the outrage has gone next level. It's been taken a step further. People have, right-wing organizations, many of them have called for a ban, written to the centre, shot off letters asking for this film to be stopped because they claim that this is being turned around into something else, far away, a deviation from actual Hindu history. Tell us a little more.
Well, Nabila, the makers will have to understand that this is no more just trolling on social media. The intensity is much bigger than what they are imagining or calculating right now. This is not about the poor VFX or negative reviews on the social media pouring and outpouring day after day. Rather, call for ban is coming from different quarters of the right-wing ecosystem. Now, first of all, it was the political parties, leaders from Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra saying that this is a wrongful depiction of Lord Rama, Sita as well as Ravana in the movie Adipurush. And after that, we saw that fringe groups such as Hindu Sena demanded a ban. After that, VHP has today given a call that irrespective of whether there is action against this movie or not, whether this movie is banned or not, VHP will not allow screening of Adipurush across the country. So their volunteers will try to disrupt the screening of the movie. And on the other side, you have a heavyweight, someone like Mahant Satyendra Das, the head priest of Ayodhya temple, saying that the depiction of Lord Rama, Sita Ma as well as Ravana is wrongful in this particular movie. The way they have been, the caricature has been drawn, that is something that head priest of Ayodhya temple has taken objection of. And in fact, people are questioning, the way the entire caricature of Ravan has been done in this particular movie. Ravan, we know for a matter of fact that the way he has been depicted in our scriptures, in the way we have seen him, visualized him so far, Ravan, despite his evils, was one of the biggest bhakt of Lord Shiva, used to wear a sacred thread Janev and used to have a tika on his forehead. That is the imagination of Ravana that we have had ever since our childhood, and those are the visuals that have survived in Indian cultural history for decades and centuries. So all these have been disrupted by the teaser that has been put out. However, the makers are saying, Nabila, right now that wait for the movie, watch out the movie, and then give a verdict. And that's what the supporters of the movie are saying as well. And in fact, Nabila, yesterday Prabhas was in the national capital. It was probably the first positive PR activity done by the Adipurush team. And after the controversy was triggered on social media, Prabhas was at iconic Ramlila Maidan in the Red Fort. He was there to burn the effigies of Ravana, Meghnad, Kumbhkaran, and there was a huge crowd outpouring at the ground, Ramlila ground of Red Fort. I was present right there, and we could see that even the northern audience in the northern belts of the country, especially because Delhi as a crowd, which is not only from Delhi but from different parts of the country, and especially from the northern part of the country. So we saw a lot of excitement amongst the people. But on the other side, the challenge that the movie is facing right now is much bigger than the film.
It's really a mountain of a challenge for them at this point, because we're seeing this cancel culture panning out across Bollywood films, and it seems like Adipurush really is now facing the heat extensively by right-wing groups for hurting Hindu religious sentiments. But stay with us. This classic tale of Ramayana has been told, retold for generations now, through books, through movies, animated series, you name it. The story of Ram and Ravan has had many interpretations, but never has it really gotten as much criticism in the past. Here are some of those instances, though, from the story of Ramayana that's been used before by storytellers. Let's take a look.
धस जाए ये धरती या चटक जाए आकाश के हाथों होकर रहेगा न्याय का
The magnum opus Adipurush, in the eye of a storm over the portrayal of Ravan by Saif Ali Khan. Based on the epic Ramayana, the makers have clearly taken several liberties while recreating the characters, particularly that of Ravan, and it hasn't gone down well with netizens, with many slamming what they say is an Islamization of Ravan.
सेनापति कंपन, प्रहस्त, महापार्श, दुर्मुख और मंत्री मंडल के सदस्यगण.
Most connect Ravan or Lord Ram from the projection shown in TV series like Ramanand Sagar's Ramayan in the 80s, or even animated shows that some have grown up with. Why is it that everyone is up in arms over this film when there have been several works of art that have previously also experimented with the looks of Lord Ram and Ravan? Let's give you a few instances. The most famous interpretation of the epic has been in the Shiva trilogy books by author Amish Tripathi, which kept the sanctity of these mythological characters intact while telling fictional tales. In 2019, Amish's book Ravan, Enemy of Aryabharta, was published, and it chronicles the life of Ravan until the time he kidnapped Sita. In this book, Ravan's Pushpak Viman is a plain chopper hybrid, but is stuck to the stories of legend when it comes to Ravan, describing him as intelligent, sharp, as multi-talented, and plays the Ravana Hatha instrument. Several films too, like Adipurush, made their own interpretation. Mani Ratnam's Ravan was a clear retelling of the Ramayana, but with a twist, where he questioned the core story of the Ramayana of Lord Ram as the Maryada Purushottam, and instead Ravan being humanized and someone fighting for his people's rights. There have also been mega hits like SRK's Ravan, which borrowed from the Ramayana epic for the name of the villain.
क्योंकि आप तुम्हारे पास एक नहीं 10 हैं तो ढूंढो मुझे जीवन और अगर असली रावण नहीं सुना तो गेम ओवर हाथ छोड़ो लक्ष्मण.
Even Main Hoon Na tells the story of two brothers, Ram and Lakshman, with the antagonist character named Raghavan. Bollywood has for long now taken inspiration from the epics and given it their own twist. So is it fair to now pick and criticize Adipurush? The jury is out. Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, here's some big news coming in from Karnataka. ED heat on DK Shiv Kumar, the Congress president of Karnataka, has been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate. DK Shiv Kumar has to appear before the ED tomorrow. Again, this comes amid the Bharat Jodo Yatra. DK Shiv Kumar is a man who's been mobilizing huge crowds to be part of this Congress Padayatra led by Rahul Gandhi. Sonia Gandhi has also descended in Karnataka. She's taking part in this Bharat Jodo Padayatra. Now, amid this, DK Shiv Kumar has been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate tomorrow. In fact, this is an ongoing investigation of misappropriation of money, of corruption charges that's been leveled, or at least that's what's being investigated by the Enforcement Directorate for a few years now. It's been at least 4 years since the ED and the IT has been investigating a money laundering case connected to DK Shiv Kumar. ED has earlier grilled DK Shiv Kumar, CBI has raided his home, and now he's been summoned yet again by the Enforcement Directorate to be appearing for questioning in Delhi tomorrow. ED heat on DK Shiv Kumar right ahead of elections in Karnataka, as he is seen as the man who's mobilizing large crowds for the Bharat Jodo Yatra led by Rahul Gandhi. The Enforcement Directorate now, investigating a money laundering case connected to DK Shiv Kumar, has summoned DK in Delhi tomorrow. He's got to be appearing before the ED office in Delhi. He's going to be grilled on allegations of money laundering right amid the Bharat Jodo Yatra that's currently underway. Big development coming in. Bharat Jodo Yatra in Karnataka has just begun. It's the 5th day now. Karnataka's Bharat Jodo Yatra focusing along North Karnataka region, and DK Shiv Kumar is really seen as the man who's extensively mobilized large crowds ahead of elections in the state. And at this point, DK Shiv Kumar has now been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate. He's got to appear in Delhi for questioning in a money laundering case, which he's been investigated on for at least the last 5 years. The ED, IT, CBI, all these wings who've been on his case, they've been investigating investigating a money laundering case for at least 5 years now, and that, with that regard, ED now has summoned him yet again in Delhi for questioning amid this Bharat Jodo Yatra, while Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi have been walking on the streets of Karnataka. Sonia has just joined in last evening. Rahul Gandhi will be holding this Padayatra in Karnataka for the next 22 days. A huge long stint in Karnataka as elections are fast approaching. The Congress sees itself as a fit contestant, or rather a fit opposition to the BJP at this point. They see some bright chances in the state of Karnataka, and which is why we see the Congress focusing at least 28 days in Karnataka alone as part of their Bharat Jodo Yatra. DK Shivkumar is seen as the main man, coordinating, mobilizing crowds, getting people on the streets, walking with Rahul Gandhi, and the optics of it. It's DK Shivkumar who's really been credited for this overwhelming support that we see on the streets as part of the Bharat Jodo Yatra. At a time like this, he's been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate in a money laundering case. Yet again, he'll have to deviate, head to Delhi to adhere to these summons. Nagarjun Dwarkanath joining us for a little more. Nagarjun, quick word, DK Shivkumar yet again summoned by the Enforcement Directorate amid the Bharat Jodo Yatra that's currently underway in Karnataka. Really, DK is seen as the main man, the man mobilizing the crowds, organizing the Bharat Jodo Yatra, an aggressive leader in the state, which the Congress is banking on. Now, yet again, he'll have to move away, head to Delhi, appear for the ED summons. Was this expected?
It was expected in a bit because in September he was summoned by the ED to appear before them. He had appeared, and what we picked up back then also that there was likely chances for him to be summoned once again for his recorded statements to be recorded. And now is the time. October 7th is what they have said. We have accessed the letter that through email they have sent to DK Shivkumar from ED about appearing before them in person on October 7th in Delhi. So at the time when the Congress Jodo Yatra has entered Mandya district, DK Shivkumar will have to fly to Delhi and appear before the ED. There's reports that Priyanka Gandhi will also be joining the Bharat Jodo Yatra tomorrow along with the brother Rahul Gandhi. Today was Sonia Gandhi with Rahul Gandhi. So at a crucial juncture where the Congress is trying to put a strong face in Karnataka, the president of the local state here will have to fly to Delhi to appear before them. But we'll have to wait and watch what DK Shivkumar does. Will he seek more time or will he appear before the ED is the big question now.
All right, Nagarjun, thank you very much for joining us on that. Let me cut across to this mega showdown that's erupted over 9th century Chola monarch Raja Raja Cholan. Film director Vetrimaran has stoked controversy after claiming that the Chola king could not be considered as a Hindu king and that there was no Hinduism during the time of the Cholas. This fresh row has erupted after the release of Ponniyin Selvan, Mani Ratnam's epic on the Chola dynasty on September 30th. In fact, the veteran actor Kamal Haasan has waded into this debate here after backing Vetrimaran's comments. Haasan has claimed that there was indeed no Hindu religion during the Raja Raja Cholan's period and that the term Hindu was coined by the British. BJP has hit out at Haasan, questioning whether Raja Raja built any mosque or church during his reign. If he was not a Hindu king, then who was he?
இந்து மதங்கிற பேர் ராஜராஜ சோழன் காலத்தில் கிடையாதுங்க. அப்படி வைணவம்னு இருந்தது, சைவம்னு இருந்தது, சமணம்னு இருந்ததே தவிர அது வெள்ளக்காரங்க நமக்கு வச்ச பேர். என்ன சொல்றதுன்னு தெரியாம தூட்டுக்குறைன்னு சொன்ன மாதிரி தான். அதைத்தான் நானும் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கேன். எல்லாரும் எங்களுக்கு மதங்கள் வெவ்வேறு இருந்தது. அதையெல்லாம் 8ஆம் நூற்றாண்டில் ஆதிசங்கரங்கிறவர் ஷண்மத ஸ்தாபனம்னு பண்றாரு. இதெல்லாம் சரித்திரம். அந்த சரித்திரத்தை இங்கே சொல்லக்கூடாது. ஏன்னா இது சரித்திர புனைவை பற்றி புகழ்ந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறோங்க. இப்ப நம்ம சரித்திரத்தை புனைய வேண்டாம், பிரிக்கவும் வேண்டாம், மொழி பிரச்சனைகளை இங்கே கொண்டு வரவும் வேண்டாம்.
இந்த கலையை சரியாக இன்னைக்கு நாம கையாளணும். ரொம்ப சீக்கிரம் நிறைய அடையாளங்கள் தொடர்ந்து அடையாளங்களை நம்ம கிட்ட இருந்து எடுத்துக்கிட்டு இருக்காங்க. வள்ளுவருக்கு காவி உடை கொடுக்கறதா இருக்கட்டும், ராஜராஜ சோழன் ஒரு இந்து அரசன் ஆகிறதா இருக்கட்டும், இப்படி தொடர்ந்து நடந்துகிட்டு இருக்கு. இது சினிமாவிலும் நடக்கும். சினிமாவிலும் நிறைய அடையாளங்களை எடுக்கிறாங்க. இந்த அடையாளங்களை நாம காப்பாத்திக்கணும்.
அவருக்கு பேரே வெற்றிமாறன்னு வச்சுருக்காரு. ராஜராஜ சோழன் கட்டின 2 சர்ச்சு 2 மாஸ்க் எங்கெங்க இருக்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டா போதும். என்னை சிவபாதசேகரன் என்று அழைத்து கொண்ட மாமன்னன் ராஜராஜ சோழன். அவர் ஹிந்து இல்லையா?
All right. Now, Sikh family who was kidnapped and murdered in California, 8-month-old baby and a family who was kidnapped and murdered in California. Bodies of those family members have been found in Orchard. Sikh family originally from Hoshiarpur, Punjab. An 8-month-old baby and the entire family were kidnapped. And in fact, months later, we hear that the Sikh family has been murdered. Their bodies have been recovered. Bodies of the family members have been found in Orchard. The Sikh family, originally from Hoshiarpur, Punjab.
We have no motivation behind it. We just know that they are gone. We've got evidence to indicate that the individuals involved in this destroyed evidence in an attempt to cover the tracks.
All right, now the Congress has stoked yet another controversy by hurting and insulting the President, Draupadi Murmu, yet again. Congress leader Udit Raj has hurled a jibe at the President, claiming that she was appointed to the top post through chamchagiri. BJP has hit out at the Grand Old Party for their history of insulting those occupying constitutional posts and for using derogatory language against President Murmu. This latest insult comes after the Congress's Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, his last gaffe, when he was forced to tender an apology for calling the President Rashtrapatni. But despite mounting pressure for an apology, Congress's Udit Raj remains defiant in his clarification. He's clarified that, but claims that the President's campaign was made under the Adivasi leg, but the fact that she's literally ditched her tribal identity speaks for itself.
उदित राज जी जो कांग्रेस के नेता है, जिस प्रकार के शब्दों का प्रयोग उन्होंने महामहिम राष्ट्रपति आदरणीय द्रौपदी मुर्मू जी के लिए किया है, वो चिंताजनक और दुखद है, अशोभनीय है। ये कहीं न कहीं कांग्रेस पार्टी की मानसिकता को दर्शाता है। ये कहीं न कहीं कांग्रेस पार्टी के एंटी ट्राइबल माइंडसेट को उजागर करता है। आज कांग्रेस पार्टी को इस प्रकार के वक्तव्य के लिए क्षमा मांगनी चाहिए कि आखिरकार देश की आदिवासी महिला राष्ट्रपति के लिए इस प्रकार की चिंतन कांग्रेस पार्टी में क्यों है।
Congress party has crossed all limits yet again by insulting and by taunting President Draupadi Murmu when its national spokesperson and senior leader Udit Raj has used words for Draupadi Murmu ji that can't be repeated. Today, using the most foul and filthy language against the people's president, President Draupadi Murmu, whose candidature and whose presidency is a historic presidency. This shows the true face of the Congress party, which has always been Dalit Virodi and Adivasi Virodi.
All right, coming up on the other side of a short break, world comes out in all support for Iranian women who are battling the hijab horror. From EU lawmakers to leading global activists, all have shown solidarity by chopping off their hair and setting the hijab on fire, showing support to Iranian women.
The COVID-19 pandemic has forced us to do a rethink on how we lead our lives, to think about what we are doing to our bodies and to our health, and also wellness, because it is time now to go back to the basics. It is time to talk about your food, your sleep habits, your gut health, stress, and much more. And that exactly is what our brand new health show, Health 360, is going to do at these times only on India Today TV.
Iranian women refuse to back down. Schoolgirls' death to dictator message echoes. Anti-hijab stir becomes a global movement now.
Women, life, freedom. For freedom.
French actors showed their support. Chop off hair to back Iranian women. Bollywood actor leads a solo stir in Mumbai. Anti-hijab movement.
All right, now anti-hijab protests in Iran has continued unabated at the funeral of 22-year-old Mahsa Amini, who died after being detained by Iran's morality police. Women have taken off their headscarves in protest against Iran's forced hijab law. This was just the beginning of unprecedented protests that the country has seen and witnessed in the last few weeks. And now, in a show of defiance, young schoolgirls have taken up this battle amid a crackdown by security forces. A video there from a school in Kharaja, west of Tehran, has shown a group of bareheaded girls chanting "Death to Dictator" in reference to Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. People from around the world are extending their support to Iranian women. A Swedish member of European Parliament, Abir al-Sahlani, has cut her hair during a speech in EU Assembly to show solidarity with Iranian women. Meanwhile, more than 50 high-profile French women have filmed themselves cutting their hair. Bollywood Iranian actor Mandana Karimi also staging a lone protest in Mumbai in solidarity with these Iranian women. All right, coming up on the other side of a short break, Gandhis unite for Bharat Jodo Yatra as Sonia walks with son Rahul Gandhi in Karnataka's Mandya district. I'm going to take you through details on the other side. Stay with us.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
All right, on day 29th of Bharat Jodo Yatra, Gandhis unite for the Padayatra. Congress MP Rahul Gandhi, who's leading the yatra, was joined in by party president Sonia Gandhi, who's walked with her son and other party leaders for about a kilometer in Karnataka's Mandya district. During the yatra, Rahul Gandhi was also seen helping Sonia Gandhi in tying her shoelace during the yatra. After Sonia, Priyanka Gandhi will also be joining the yatra tomorrow. Meanwhile, Rahul will be addressing a rally, has come down heavy on the Karnataka government, firing the 40% cut jibe against the BJP. Saffron Party has hit back at the Congress MP, alleging that Rahul Gandhi was partying during 2008 Mumbai attacks. The entry of the rest of the Gandhi family into Bharat Jodo comes as the party now tries to reclaim its bastion in the south, Karnataka. Karnataka is headed to polls in 6 months, and party is trying to put up a united front amid reports of rift between its two tallest leaders in Karnataka. Congress President in Karnataka D.K. Shivkumar versus former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. The two were yet, despite that animosity, were seen sharing this Padayatra, the walk there alongside Rahul Gandhi, as if all is well.
ये हर चीज में 40% कमीशन लेती है। हिंदुस्तान की शायद सबसे भ्रष्ट सरकार है। कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स ने प्रधानमंत्री को चिट्ठी लिखी, कहा कि कर्नाटक में 40% कमीशन का राज चल रहा है, प्रधानमंत्री ने कोई कार्रवाई नहीं की।
You are witnessing how people are responding. It is a tremendous response from the people, unexpected response from the people. See, by seeing the success of the Padayatra, they become desperate. BJP people desperate.
पूरा यूपी घूम के आया, क्या रिजल्ट क्या मिला क्या है आपको भी पता है। खुद दिल्ली में कांग्रेस का नाम पर कंटेस्ट करने के लिए प्रत्यक्ष प्रत्याशी भी नहीं मिलता है, वो हालत है।
She is a very lady with a great heart and sacrifice. Her presence in Karnataka has always boosted us. When Indira Gandhi also at difficult times, she came. Then in Ballari she came, Madam Sonia Gandhi came. And today also difficult, she participated in the Dasara in a small temple. You should see how an Indian can perform a Durga Puja in the temple. The way, the culture, what she has been practiced in India, I think even Indian women also will not do.
Sir, do you feel that after Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi participating in Bharat Jodo Yatra in Karnataka will help to convert into vote ahead of 2023 elections for Congress?
Definitely our cadres, our common men, all are enthusiastic. You could see them personally. Your camera and your eyes are the witness for all these things.
Sir, BJP leaders as well as Karnataka CM says that it will not make any difference, and they claim that Rahul is unable to mobilize the crowd.
Naturally, they want to criticize, let them criticize.
कर्नाटक में हम उम्मीद कर रहे थे कि मैसूर और मंड्या जिले में ऐसे ही रिस्पांस मिलेगा, और जो हम उम्मीद कर रहे थे उससे भी ज़्यादा रिस्पांस मिला है। बहुत सकारात्मक लोग आए हुए हैं, सुबह 8:30 बजे से सड़कों पर हैं, राहुल जी की इंतज़ार कर रहे हैं, भारत यात्रियों की इंतज़ार कर रहे हैं। और आज एक विशेष दिन है क्योंकि कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष सोनिया गांधी जी भी यहाँ मौजूद हैं।
Naturally, all party leaders work for their own party, and she has walked for a half kilometer and gone. It's okay. I mean, as far as we are concerned, it doesn't make any impact.
Now, it's the 29th day of Bharat Jodo Yatra, and here are the top 5 images from that yatra. Congress MP Rahul Gandhi, who is leading the yatra, has now been, he was seen, in fact, spotted tying shoelace of his mother and party chief Sonia Gandhi during the Bharat Jodo Yatra. This image now has gone viral. The other defining image that's emerged from Bharat Jodo Yatra was Rahul Gandhi sharing chocolates with a girl and other members of the yatra. And this image showing Rahul Gandhi eating a sugar cane which was offered by farmers who also joined in that yatra, clicked and captured right in time. And here's another image of Rahul Gandhi hugging a girl, a young girl, during that yatra. The girl there laughing and then breaking into tears after meeting the Congress MP. That's now gone viral. And here's the last defining image of Rahul Gandhi being joined in by kids on several occasions. Children have joined in the yatra in a video that's gone viral. Rahul was seen lifting a child as well on his shoulders. All right, now the spotlight is on the country's rising population yet again. RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat has flagged the need for a comprehensive population control policy that will apply to all equally, and added that it was in the national interest to keep an eye on population imbalance. But this hasn't gone down well with AIMIM Chief Asaduddin Owaisi. He's reacted sharply, calling it an annual day of dog whistles and hate speech given by the RSS. Let's take a listen at this detailed report.
जनसंख्या की एक समग्र नीति बने, वो सब पर समान रूप से लागू हो।
RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat's big demography remark, warning against lopsided numeric growth of any particular religion. The RSS Chief was speaking at the Sangh's Vijay Dashmi rally at its Nagpur headquarters.
जनसंख्या की एक समग्र नीति बने, वो सब पर समान रूप से लागू हो, एक बार बनने के बाद किसी को छूट न मिले और समाज इसको स्वीकार कर ले, इसलिए उसके लिए मन बनाकर उसको लाया जाए, इसकी आवश्यकता है।
The RSS chief also called on Muslims to slam Udaipur-like beheadings, where Islamist radicals had beheaded Hindu tailor Kanhaiya Lal.
जो हुआ वो बहुत क्रूरतापूर्ण हुआ, पूरा समाज विरोध में गया। हमेशा होता नहीं है, लेकिन इस बार मुस्लिमों के भी कुछ प्रमुख लोगों ने इसका विरोध किया, उसको गैर इस्लामिक बताया। सभी समाजों के सज्जनों को ऐसा मुखर होना चाहिए।
The Sangh chief also referred to recent RSS dialogue with prominent Muslim intellectuals and said that the Sangh is not enemy of Muslims.
हिंदुस्तान हिंदू राष्ट्र है। इन बातों को मानने वालों का संगठन हम कहते हैं हम हिंदू संगठन करते हैं। हम किसी का विरोध नहीं करते, हमारा उनके साथ कोई झगड़ा नहीं है।
But a massive controversy broke out as the MIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi called it annual hate rant of RSS. Owaisi said that fear-mongering over population imbalance has resulted in genocide, ethnic cleansing and hate crimes across the world. Owaisi had earlier invoked the flogging of Muslim Garba attackers by Gujarat cops to claim witch hunt against the community. Several opposition voices also slammed the RSS chief.
मैं तो चाहता हूं भारत की जनसंख्या नियंत्रण पर जो जनसंघ ने किया था आरएसएस के संचालक से, मैं यही चाहूंगा कि इसके लिए उसकी निंदा करें, उसकी प्रताड़ना करें।
वैसे लोग जिनको डेमोग्राफी की समझ नहीं है ना, या जानकार नहीं है, उनको इन विषयों पे बोलने से बचना चाहिए। डेमोग्राफर्स हैं हमारे देश में, अच्छे डेमोग्राफर हैं जो डिकेडल रेट ऑफ ग्रोथ को बहुत अच्छे से एनालाइज करते हैं।
जगत जननी के रूप में उनकी कल्पना करते हैं।
Will the RSS chief's fresh outreach for Muslim community pay off? Bureau Report, India Today.
इसका मतलब उनको पूजा घर में हम बंद करके रखें।
Now, RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat's Dasara speech on population control has really sparked a mega political slugfest. While BJP leaders from across the country have now backed Bhagwat's demands for a population control policy, BJP leader Sangeet Som has taken this challenge a notch up and has threatened that he's willing to take up arms in this population war. He's claimed that the rise of just one community cannot be allowed, and if need be, arms will be taken up in the same manner when Rajputs fought the Mughals. This comes just days after a mega showdown erupted when AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi hit out at the RSS chief's hate rant, accusing him of fear-mongering.
मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ, क्या आज राज में दोबारा नहीं होने जा रहा? बात बढ़ती हुई जनसंख्या क्या चिंता का विषय नहीं है? आप बताइए मुझे, एक बार की इस तरीके का जनसंख्या बढ़ना क्या ये चिंता का विषय नहीं है? अभी आप लोगों ने कई वक्ताओं ने कहा कि भाई हमारी जनसंख्या घटती जा रही है। अरे आपने चिंता घटती हुई जनसंख्या की तो करनी साहब, लेकिन जितनी बढ़ रही है चिंता उसकी करने की जरूरत है, बढ़ किसकी नहीं है।
श्रद्धेय का जो बयान है वो देश की दृष्टि से काफी महत्वपूर्ण है। आबादी का असंतुलन नहीं होना चाहिए, उन्होंने उद्धरण भी दिए हैं। अब समय भी आ गया है कि इस विषय पर गंभीरता पूर्वक विचार करके उचित उपाय और अमली जामा पहनाना चाहिए।
पॉपुलेशन कंट्रोल जो है वो जब कहा जा रहा है तो किसी एक धर्म, जाति, क्षेत्र के लिए नहीं कहा जा रहा है। समग्र रूप से बेतहाशा जनसंख्या विस्फोट को हम सबको मिल करके उसको रोकना चाहिए, क्योंकि ये देश के हित में भी है
और ये जो पॉपुलेशन कंट्रोल है ये परिवार के कल्याण की गारंटी है.
In the name of religious composition of the population, they are targeting Muslims. That is what they mean by population control. What do they mean by population control? Population control, they do not speak for the entire population.
आरएसएस के प्रमुख ने कह दिया इसलिए ये मसला बहुत गंभीर हो गया, ऐसा नहीं है. इसमें तमाम रिलीजियस लीडर्स के साथ बात होनी चाहिए, तमाम राजनीतिक दलों के साथ बात होनी चाहिए. एक व्यापक जिसको कहते हैं कि इस पर बहस होनी चाहिए, कैसे हम पॉपुलेशन को कंट्रोल करेंगे.
All right, now let's get you a quick roundup of today's top national news. The toll from Uttar Kashi's avalanche has risen to 9 as 5 more bodies were recovered. 29 still remain missing and rescue operations continue in full swing. Savita Khanswal, who this year became the first Indian woman to climb Mount Everest and Mount Makalu in just 16 days, set a national record, was among those killed in the tragedy. And tragedy struck at a Durga Visarjan in West Bengal. At least 8 people were killed. Several others feared missing after they were swept away in Mal River at Jalpaiguri district during the immersion of the idol. Over 70 people have been rescued so far. A major accident was averted during Ravan Dahan after Ravan's effigy collapsed on spectators at the Dashera event in Haryana's Yamunanagar. The mishap occurred when groups of men approached towards the nearly burnt effigy to collect the remains. Several bystanders suffered minor injuries. In a tragic accident, 9 people were killed, including 5 children, after tourist bus carrying school children ended into a state KSRTC bus in Kerala's Palakkad district, fell off. 5 students, 1 teacher, 3 KSRTC passengers have died. 35 people have been admitted to a hospital on injuries. And 3 Pandits were mercilessly beaten by youths of Charoda Basti in Chhattisgarh's Durg district, allegedly over suspicion of child kidnapping. In the video, the 3 Pandits can be seen tied up in a vehicle while being thrashed by a raging mob. All right, on the other side, Alia Bhatt, mom-to-be, holding a baby shower at her Mumbai residence yesterday. We're going to take you through snippets of that on the other side. Stay with us.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices.
Kriti, you refused Karan Johar's lust stories because the role centered around the female orgasm and your mother vetoed it.
So my mother was just it is a short film. It's a 20-minute thing about only a female orgasm. I mean, fine, if you're doing a 20-minute thing in a full-fledged film, it still makes sense. But maybe I don't think you should do it at this point. So that was the whole discussion.
So you've been very open, and to your great credit.
I've been very open till now. I'm very open for everything. I have allowed them
कोई love scene हो,
कृति
की कोई love scene हो या
no problem.
You have no problem with that.
I don't have any problem.
You've only drawn the line at the orgasm. उसके पहले
Co-presented by Only OLX Autos gives the best price for your car. Co-presented by Macho Hint. फैशन बड़े आराम से।
And big breaking news coming in. Mass shooting at a childcare center in Thailand's northeastern province of Nong Bua Lampu. Initial reports indicate that 31 people have been killed, mostly children. Highly unfortunate news coming to fore. Shooting at a childcare center in Thailand. 31 people have been killed, and as per reports, most of them are children. Thailand shootout. Mass shooting that's been reported in Thailand, where 31 children, mostly 31 people, out of which mostly children, have died in this mass shooting. In fact, Thailand Prime Minister alerting all agencies to take action, apprehend the culprits. But very, very tragic news coming to fore as mass shooting has been reported where 31 people have been killed at a children's daycare center in northeastern province of Thailand. Victims here reportedly include both children and adults, but mostly out of the 31, children have been killed. The gunman was an ex-police officer and a manhunt is currently underway. This is the initial reports that we get coming from Thailand. An ex-police officer, supposedly the gunman, he's right now on the run. A manhunt has been launched to catch him. Again, the reason for this shoot or this crime, the shootout, is not established yet, as the police trying to crack him down. But very, very sad news. 31 people have been killed at a child care center, a daycare center, and most of them are children. Those who have died, most of them are children. Very tragic news coming to fore from Thailand. Around 31 people, all killed, most of them being children. And the shootout has happened at a preschool child daycare center in Thailand. Let me cut across to our Foreign Affairs editor, Geeta Mohan, joining us on the phone line. Geeta, a quick word. Tragic news coming in from Thailand. An ex-police officer reportedly is the criminal here, the gunman who's carried out this shooting at a childcare center, killing 31 people, both children and adults. Tell us a little more.
Well, reasons are known, but very disturbing visuals coming in from Thailand, indicating that he indeed was a former police officer, and the fact that the incident has taken place in broad daylight at a daycare center with children now victims of the crime, including some adults. Now we are only given to understand that the gunman was an ex-police officer. The reports that are coming in, Nabila, right now is that the Prime Minister has alerted all agencies to take action and apprehend the culprit. This is according to the spokesperson of the government and media reports coming in from Thailand. It's very rare to see the kind of mass shooting that we are witnessing right now in Thailand. But again, the number of people killed is around 30 right now, and it could increase given that there are a lot of them who've been injured and are being rushed to the hospital. It is a daycare center in the northeastern province of Thailand. Those are the details that we have. We also know that a manhunt is now underway to nab the man, the gunman, who indeed, according to reports, is an ex-police officer. So disturbing visuals, disturbing news coming in from Thailand, but these are the details that we've learned. Prime Minister has alerted the entire all the security agencies, and certainly we'll have to wait for more details to really trickle in of the report, whether if the individual, the gunman, has been nabbed or not.
Geeta, do stay with us. Let me quickly cut across to Eric Parpar, who's a journalist joining us from Thailand, Bangkok. Eric, a quick word from you. Very, very tragic news that we hear of 31 people who've been killed by a supposed ex-police officer. Now, do clarify for us, who's this man? What was his motive?
First, it was reported that, he was an ex-police officer. That is still unconfirmed, but it's widely reported he's an ex-officer. In terms of the number of fatalities, again, there's many number, but right now there's many report that is up to 30 have been killed at a at a child care center in Nong Bua Lampu, which is a province in the northern eastern of Thailand. In terms of motive, we don't know because the shooter have already committed suicide after he committed the shooting. He went back to his house. Some reports said he shot his wife and kid as well before he turned the gun to himself. Right now, the report is still unstable in terms of fatalities, in terms of who the shooter is. There was a name that was given, reported to be the report of the shooter, who was confirmed, who has yet to be confirmed that he's an ex-police officer. But as far as we know, is what I just said.
We haven't heard of this kind of mass shooting in Thailand. We know it isn't as common in Thailand as what we see in compared to news coming in from the United States. Tell us a little more about these arms and ammunitions. Is it really easily available? Can one own a gun easily in Thailand? What are the norms really there?
Well, recent shootings. The previous shootings was 3 victims was committed inside a military camp, and the one before that was also by a military officer with access to gun already. If this is confirmed that the shooter was an ex-police officer, then he should also be able to have access to gun. Now, in terms of how availability of the guns in Thailand to the general public, is if let's just say it's hard to get if you do not know who to talk to, but if you do, then you can purchase them in obviously the black market, but you can also get a license to own a gun, but the license is really hard to get, and there's some training to it, and as you said, this is uncommon. This is quite unprecedented in terms of how many fatalities is there. 30. I think this would be one of the worst shooting we ever have in Thailand.
Right, Eric, thank you very much for joining us on that. Very, very tragic news coming in from Thailand. 31 people have been killed, mostly children. We're going to continue tracking that news. For now, it's a wrap. I'm going to come back with the top headlines. Do stay with us.
OLX Autos gives the best price for your car. In association with ACO, download the app now.
Ayodhya Ram Temple's head priest seeks immediate ban on Prabhas starrer Adipurush over wrongful portrayal of Ram, Hanuman and Ravan. Filmmaker Om Raut breaks his silence, says the movie isn't meant for cell phone viewing. And big bore over mighty Chola king Raja Raja Cholan after release of Ponniyin Selvan. Actor and Neta Kamal Haasan says the emperor was not Hindu, as there was no Hinduism in the 9th century. Gandhis unite for Bharat Jodo Yatra as Sonia walks with son Rahul Gandhi in Karnataka's Mandya. Priyanka to join in this Padayatra tomorrow. Now politics over population control escalates after Owaisi versus Mohan Bhagwat population war. BJP's Sangeet Som provokes, saying that he is willing to take up arms to fight against rise in population in one community. BJP hits out at Congress's Udit Raj over his Chamchagiri remark on President Murmu. BJP rakes up Adhir's Rashtrapatni remark. And Sikh family along with their 8-month-old baby kidnapped and murdered in USA's California. The reason for the murder yet to be established. Now, amid the ongoing row over the teaser of Bollywood movie Adipurush on the alleged wrong depiction of Lord Ram, Hanuman and Ravana, let's take a quick look at all the controversy surrounding it. Now, Hindu Jagran Manch activists have staged a protest against Adipurush movie outside SDM court in Uttar Pradesh. The group also submitted a memorandum to Nayab Tehsildar demanding the ban on this film. The protest against the movie intensified. Delhi youth Sanatani Sena raised objections over the portrayal of these characters of Lord Ram, Ravan and Sita in the film. Protests erupted in Varanasi against the movie and demanded strict legal action against the movie's director.
आदिपुरुष को बैन करो, बैन करो, बैन करो, आदिपुरुष को बैन करो, बैन करो, बैन करो.
Now, amid the ongoing row over the teaser of Bollywood movie Adipurush, chorus has grown for the ban on this film. Ayodhya Ram Mandir's head priest Satyendra Das has demanded a ban on Adipurush. Condemning the film, the priest has stated that the characters in the movie is shown in bad light and goes against their dignity. Not just that, fringe group VHP is now urging the centre to dissolve the censor board, while the BJP has demanded a permanent ban, threatened that they will protest against screening that film Adipurush. Meanwhile, protests have erupted in Varanasi against the movie while demanding strict legal action against the movie's director. Adipurush director Om Raut has expressed displeasure over this clamour growing for a ban on the film, stating that he is highly disappointed with this kind of trolling. First watch the movie and then decide.
रावण राक्षस जरूर था, लेकिन वो बहुत बड़ा विद्वान था और विद्वान होने के कारण से वो वेश बदल करके सीता का हरण किया, लेकिन अमर्यादित नहीं रहा। और जो जिस प्रकार से दिखाया जा रहा है वो बिल्कुल अमर्यादित है और ये किसी रूप में यह आदर्श का पात नहीं रह गया। जो दिखाया जा रहा मालूम पड़ रहा है कि विदेशी आक्रांता भारत में आकर के आक्रमण कर रहे हैं। यह स्वरूप दिखाया जाता है, जानबूझ करके किया जा रहा है कि रामायण का और उसका विकृत रूप दिखाया जा रहा है, जो बहुत ही गलत है और मैं कहता हूं कि इस पर तुरंत बैन लगाया जाए।
Let me quickly cut across to BJP MLA Ram Kadam joining us live. Mr. Kadam, here's a quick take from you on the kind of clamour growing around Adipurush for this film to be banned. Would you also echo the same sentiment that this movie has been Islamicized?
See, I have seen the trailer and there are two important points. Point number one, no one can make mockery of our God or goddess in the name of creative liberty. That's number one. And this has been happening time and again. We have seen same thing in PK, then again repeated in Oh My God, and then lastly we have seen in Tandav web series. So this is typically, you can say, we call it Shadyantra. Intentionally these people have been doing it just to gain a cheap publicity, and out of that cheap publicity they want to make crore rupees. So they should not make a mockery of a god or goddess.
Absolutely.
See, we have a belief, and all the time it has been happening with Hindu god and goddess just because of Hindus are calm. We don't react. We don't take law in our hand. And that's the reason why this typical some film fraternity people, they have been doing it. So how it is going to stop? Just to apologize, or just to
Mr.
get
Kadam,
that scene?
But we want to get some clarity,
If you
Mr.
want
Kadam,
to stop
on
this,
what
if you want to
exactly is offensive. What in that video have you found offensive? This is just a trailer. The movie is not even released, and we're already hearing concerns over wrong depiction. You tell us, in Adipurush, what's depicted wrongly?
So let me tell you, when you want to check whether rice is ready or no, you don't check with all, just a single piece of rice. You can just press it and you come to know that rice is ready. The same way the trailer is enough to understand what the picture is going to be. We have some image of Lord Rama. We have some image of Lord Hanumanji. And when in the name of creative liberty, you cannot distract, you cannot change that image. This is a paramount point. So the point is, the director or producer or the actor, of course, they have done their enough study about how the Lord Rama's image is. They cannot change the attire. We have been seeing it from the childhood, how our Lord Rama is, how our Lord Hanumanji is. So they are trying to change that image, which is there in all the Hindu people in their mind.
But
this is the point.
Mr. Kadam, over the years,
if you see the Lord Hanumanji, along with that,
is there a set image of Lord Ram, of Ravan, of Lord Hanuman? Is there a set image? These are mythological characters that have had different frames and images over the years.
Pardon?
Do you think this is another way of interpreting Hindu gods? And
Pardon,
what in your view is offensive here? So what in your view is offensive? What in your view is offensive? If you have to put a finger. All right, we seem to have lost Mr. Ram Kadam's connection there. We're going to try and patch him yet again. But here we see Adipurush, the film which has Prabhas, Saif Ali Khan really receiving much flack on improper depiction of Hindu gods, of Lord Ram, of Ravan, and the allegations by many of the Hindu groups claiming that this has been Islamicized. Basically, Saif Ali Khan looking like Khilji. There's really no authenticity when it comes to depicting Ravan. These are the comments that have been made extensively, to a point where Hindu groups now demanding that the movie be banned in itself. While the directors of the film have asked for a chance for the movie to release, let the entire film release, and then you can judge based on what you see. But just based on a trailer, is it fair to ask for a complete ban? Let me cut across to many of the reactions coming in on this clamor around banning Adipurush.
आदिपुरुष में जो रावण है वो देखने से लगता है कि हाँ ये आक्रांता है, ये मुस्लिम है, इसका धर्म से कोई संबंध नहीं है। दूसरी चीज, भगवान राम और माता सीता के बीच में जो संवाद दिखाया गया है ये अश्लीलता पूर्वक है। पूरे भगवान श्री राम जी के पूरे जीवन चरित्र में ऐसा दृष्टांत नहीं था कि माता जी झूले में झूल रही हों, भगवान उनको पकड़े हों। माता जी के वस्त्र वो नीली साड़ी दिखा रहे हैं, जबकि माता जी भगवान में थी।
इस आदि पुरुष ने बिल्कुल मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम प्रभु श्री राम जी के पूरे जीवन चरित्र को कलंकित कर दिया है। ये देखने योग्य नहीं है।
विश्व हिंदू परिषद के नेतृत्व में, अपने संतों के नेतृत्व में इस पिक्चर का रिलीज होना रोक पाए न रोक पाए, लेकिन कहीं भी पिक्चर हॉल में लग पाए, इसके लिए हम जिम्मेदारी लेते हैं कि पिक्चर हॉल में नहीं लग पाएगी। वह पिक्चर दिखाकर जो संदेश देना चाहते हैं मुसलमानियत का, जो संदेश देना चाहते हैं गैर हिंदुत्व का, जो संदेश देना चाहते हैं रामायण, रामचरितमानस और धर्म ग्रंथों की मखौल बनाने का, ऐसा संदेश जीते जी विश्व हिंदू परिषद के कार्यकर्ता, बजरंग दल के कार्यकर्ता नहीं देने देंगे, नहीं देने देंगे, नहीं देने देंगे।
देखिए, लगता ऐसे है कि जैसे इस्लामिक संस्था को जबरदस्ती धर्म के नाम पर थोपने का कुत्सित प्रयास चल रहा है। हनुमान जी महाराज की जहाँ तक बात है, उनको इस प्रकार दिखाया गया कि केवल दाढ़ी है, मूछ नहीं है और एक विभत्स रूप में दिखाया गया है। तो मुझे लगता है कि ये एक कुत्सित प्रयास है देश को इस्लामिक व्यवस्था की ओर ले जाने के लिए, जिसका पुरजोर विरोध होना चाहिए। और रावण की बात है तो रावण भी राक्षस तो हो सकता है, पर रावण कोई बर्बर या कोई बाबर नहीं हो सकता है, कोई इस्लामिक और इस्लाम का जो कट्टरपंथ फैलाने वाला आक्रांता नहीं हो सकता है।
किसी भी प्रकार से भावनाओं को ठेस पहुंचाने वाले फिल्मों का फिल्मांकन नहीं किया जाना चाहिए। अगर ऐसा किया गया तो गलत है और उसकी जांच करके उसको सही तरीके से प्रस्तुत करना चाहिए। अगर भावनाओं को ठेस पहुंचती है, जो तमाम आस्थावान लोग हैं उनको इस प्रकार की चीज़ें स्वीकार नहीं है। और मुझे भी लगता है कि अगर इस प्रकार का कोई फिल्मांकन किया गया है जो नहीं करना चाहिए, तो उस पर फिर से विचार करके उसमें जो गलतियां हों उनको सुधार करके तभी उसको लोगों के सामने प्रस्तुत करना चाहिए।
Every religion needs that respect. Every religion needs that sensitivity. Adipurush, it's a substandard VFX, as we all know, and it is demeaning Ramayana. Where did this Jain bat come from? Where did the monsters come from? Where did the planet of apes come from? These things are offensive. I hope the director is a great person. Om Raut is a great person, but at the same point of time, I hope he will be more sensitive, because you are dealing with a spiritual text, you are dealing with a cultural text, you are dealing with a civilizational text. And Sri Ram is the most celebrated icon in the largest Hindu majority India and the largest Muslim majority Indonesia. And to every religion, whether it be Hindu, Christian or Muslim, we need to depict their holy figures with respect and reverence and not make a cartoon out of them. That's the only humble submission. Prabhas is a great star. We are fans of him. Om is a great director. But I hope they will be more sensitive and mindful after the backlash and criticism.
Now, actor Kriti Sanon, meanwhile, has reacted to all this controversy, saying that people should wait and watch the film first, only then comment. She's also part of that movie. Let's listen in.
बचपन में मैंने कभी टीवी पर शायद रामायण देखा था, कहानियों में सुना, कभी दादी ने, नानी ने सुनाया थोड़ा, लेकिन एक जो विजुअल मेमोरी होती है जब हम कुछ देखते हैं पर्दे पर, तो वो हम लोगों को ज़्यादा याद रहती है। तो आई रियली फील कि सब बच्चों को अपनी परिवार के साथ जाकर ये कहानी, ये पिक्चर देखनी चाहिए। ये हमारे इतिहास का बहुत बहुत अहम हिस्सा है और ये कहानी सबको मालूम होनी चाहिए।
Now, the classic tale of Ramayana has been told, retold for generations now. Books, films, animated series, you name it. The story of Ravan has had many interpretations, but never has it got this kind of criticism in the past. Let's take a quick look at some of those instances where the story of Ramayana has been used by storytellers and how it was done. Listen in.
धस जाए ये धरती या चटक जाए आकाश, के हाथों होकर रहेगा न्याय का
The magnum opus Adipurush, In the Eye of a Storm, over the portrayal of Ravan by Saif Ali Khan. Based on the epic Ramayana, the makers have clearly taken several liberties while recreating the characters, particularly that of Ravan, and it hasn't gone down well with netizens, with many slamming what they say is an Islamization of Ravan.
सेनापति कंपन, प्रहस्त, महापार्श, दुर्मुख और मंत्री मंडल के सदस्यगण
Most connect Ravan or Lord Ram from the projection shown in TV series like Ramanand Sagar's Ramayana in the 80s, or even animated shows that some have grown up with. Why is it that everyone is up in arms over this film when there have been several works of art that have previously also experimented with the looks of Lord Ram and Ravan Let's give you a few instances. The most famous interpretation of the epic has been in the Shiva trilogy books by author Amish Tripathi, which kept the sanctity of these mythological characters intact while telling fictional tales. In 2019, Amish's book Ravan, Enemy of Aryavata, was published, and it chronicles the life of Ravan until the time he kidnapped Sita. In this book, Ravan's Pushpak Viman is a plain chopper hybrid, but is stuck to the stories of legend when it comes to Ravan, describing him as intelligent, sharp, as multi-talented, and plays the Ravana Hatha instrument. Several films too, like Adipurush, made their own interpretation. Mani Ratnam's Ravan was a clear retelling of the Ramayana, but with a twist, where he questioned the core story of the Ramayana of Lord Ram as the Maryada Purushottam, and instead Ravan being humanized and someone fighting for his people's rights. There have also been mega hits like SRK's Ravan, which borrowed from the Ramayana epic for the name of the villain.
क्योंकि अब तुम्हारे पास एक नहीं 10 है तो ढूंढो मुझे जीवा और अगर असली रावण नहीं सुना तो गेम ओवर हाथ छोड़ो लक्ष्मण.
Even Main Hoon Na tells the story of two brothers, Ram and Lakshman, with the antagonist character named Raghavan. Bollywood has for long now taken inspiration from the epics and given it their own twist. So is it fair to now pick and criticize Adipurush? The jury is out. Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, now DMK Neta wades into the Chola King controversy. DMK Neta claims that Raja Chola was Shaivite. Ilangovan says Raja Cholan is a Shaivite king. Raja Cholan built the Shiva temple. Let's quickly listen what the DMK leader has to say. He says that Raja Cholan was a Shaivite king. There were two different religions at that time. Sairam and Vaishnavas hated each other. In Iranian Puranam, Vishnu took Narasimha avatar to kill Shaivite. Raja Cholan is a Shaivite king. He built only Shiva temple. This is the DMK Neta who's wading into the Chola controversy, claiming that the Chola king was a Shaivite.
We have DMK leader with us. Thank you so much for speaking to us, sir. About this new Raw, where Kamal Haasan and Vetrimaran claim that Ponniyin Selvan and Raja Cholan is not a Hindu king. What is your take on it?
See, they didn't say that he is not a Hindu king. Today, both the religions were clubbed together and they are called Hindus. But they are two different religions at that time. Vaishnavism and Saivism were two different religions. Each hated the other religion. We can see what had happened in the case of Iranian and his son. That is one avatar of Vishnu. Narasimha Avataram. Why Narasimha Avataram? To kill Iranian who is a Saivite. Because his son followed Vaishnavism, they were fighting, so Vishnu chose to kill Iranian. So that was the stage at that time. There are two different philosophies. Advaita was preached by Saivites. Vishistadvaita by Ramanujacharya. Two different philosophies.
So is Raja Cholan a Hindu king, sir?
He is a Saivite king. And because at that time, both the religions were not together like what is today. And during that time, both religions were opposing each other.
So we can't call him a Hindu king?
Yes, he is a Saivite king and he built only Saiva temples. And they say that Tenna today is Sivane Besi because Saiva was this god of the South India.
All right, a mega showdown has erupted over 9th century Chola monarch Raja Cholan. Film director Vetrimaran stoked controversy after claiming that the Chola king could not be considered as a Hindu king and that there was no Hinduism during the times of the Cholas. This fresh row has erupted after the release of Ponniyin Selvan, Mani Ratnam's epic on the Chola dynasty on September 30th. Veteran actor Kamal Haasan has now waded into this debate after backing Vetrimaran's comments. Haasan has claimed that there was indeed no Hindu religion during the Raja Cholans period and that the term Hindu was coined by the British. BJP is hit out at Haasan, questioning whether Raja built any mosque or church instead during his reign, and if not, then why did he build a Hindu temple?
இந்து மதங்கிற பேர் ராஜராஜ சோழன் காலத்தில் கிடையாதுங்க. அப்படி வைணவம்னு இருந்தது, சைவம்னு இருந்தது, சமணம்னு இருந்ததே தவிர அது வெள்ளக்காரங்க நமக்கு வச்ச பேர். என்ன சொல்றதுன்னு தெரியாம தூட்டுக்குறைன்னு சொன்ன மாதிரி தான் அது. அதைத்தான் நானும் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கேன். எல்லாரும் எங்களுக்கு மதங்கள் வெவ்வேறு இருந்தது. அதையெல்லாம் 8ஆம் நூற்றாண்டில் ஆதிசங்கரங்கிறவர் ஷண்மத ஸ்தாபனம்னு பண்றாரு. இதெல்லாம் சரித்திரம். அந்த சரித்திரத்தை இங்கே சொல்லக்கூடாது. ஏன்னா இது சரித்திர புனைவை பற்றி புகழ்ந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறவங்க. இப்ப நம்ம சரித்திரத்தை புனைய வேண்டாம், திரிக்கவும் வேண்டாம், மொழி பிரச்சனைகளை இங்கே கொண்டு வரவும் வேண்டாம்.
இந்த கலையை சரியாக இன்னைக்கு நாம கையாளணும். ரொம்ப சீக்கிரம் நிறைய அடையாளங்கள் தொடர்ந்து அடையாளங்களை நம்ம கிட்ட இருந்து எடுத்துக்கிட்டு இருக்காங்க. வள்ளுவருக்கு காவி உடை கொடுக்கறதா இருக்கட்டும், ராஜராஜ சோழன் ஒரு இந்து அரசன் ஆகிறதா இருக்கட்டும், இப்படி தொடர்ந்து நடந்துகிட்டு இருக்கு. இது சினிமாவிலும் நடக்கும். சினிமாவிலும் நிறைய அடையாளங்களை எடுக்கிறாங்க. இந்த அடையாளங்களை நாம காப்பாத்திக்கணும்.
அவருக்கு பேரே வெற்றிமாறன் வச்சுட்டு இருக்காரு. ராஜராஜ சோழன் கட்டின 2 சர்ச்சு 2 மாஸ்க் எங்கெங்க இருக்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டா போதும். என்னை சிவபாதசேகரன் என்று அழைத்து கொண்ட மாமன்னன் ராஜராஜ சோழன். அவர் ஹிந்து இல்லையா?
So to say that Rajaraja Cholan is not a Hindu is ridiculous. I can only pity on these people. But there is a systematic attempt to de-Hinduize the Tamil society. That is why, though Thiruvalluvar has mentioned about Mahalakshmi, Narayana, all the Indran, these Hindu gods in his Tirukural, people used to say that Valluvar is not a Hindu. So these people are blabbering something, or they are ignorant of what is India, and did India exist even before the Mughals invaded it? All these things, these people are ignorant of the history of our nation. So I pity on them, just that is all. But in essence, Rajaraja Chola, for that matter, the whole Chola kingdom, they have built thousands of big temples in Tamil Nadu for Lord Shiva. So they are all Hindus only.
All right, let me quickly cut across to Prabhas Madhav, our correspondent joining us from Chennai. Prabhas, a quick word. We see that DMK netas now who are wading into this controversy saying that Rajaraja Chola was not even a Hindu king. He was a Shaivite. He built only a Shaiva temple. What's this debate all about? So give us a little clarity on the DMK stance in this. Is this the party's official stance?
Well, Nabila, even after 1,000 years after his death, also Rajaraja Cholan still remains as a talking point. And yes, this is about DMK also stating the same lines like Vetrimaran and Kamal Haasan. We asked a direct question to TK Sulangavan, the spokesperson, and he very clearly claims that Rajaraja Cholan is a Shaivite king. During his reign and during his period, there was no Hinduism, there was Vaishnavism, there was Shaivism and 4 more other sectors. And Rajaraja Cholan built Shiva temples. This is how they are trying to give an explanation currently. Even the Tanjavur Peruvadiyar Koil is also a Shiva temple, and this is where DMK's TK Sulangavan comes forward and says that Rajaraja Cholan was a Shaivite king.
All right. Thank you very much, Prabhas, for joining us on that. All right, here's some big news coming in. 3 sadhus have been mercilessly beaten by youths of the Charoda Basti in Chhattisgarh's Durg district, allegedly over suspicion of child kidnapping. In this video here, 3 sadhus can be seen tied up in a vehicle while being trashed by a raging mob. Sadhus were thrashed on suspicion of child theft. These are images coming in of that attack. 3 sadhus were mercilessly beaten by youths of Charoda Basti in Chhattisgarh's Durg district, allegedly over suspicion of child kidnapping. In this video here, 3 sadhus can be seen tied up in a vehicle while being thrashed by a raging mob. The sadhus were thrashed on suspicion of child theft. These kind of instances have been reported in the past, in the recent past. Many of these instances have been reported where sadhus have been attacked, and again the same reason, suspecting that these sadhus are trying to kidnap children. This is yet another episode that's happened in Durg district. Let me quickly cut across to reactions coming in from Chhattisgarh.
चौदह क्षेत्र में 3 पुरुष जो कि साधु के वेशभूषा में अनजान घरों में घूम रहे थे। ज्यादातर घर वाले दशहरा का त्योहार देखने के लिए गए हुए थे। इन साधु के ड्रेस में जो व्यक्ति थे उनके द्वारा संदिग्ध ढंग से कुछ बच्चों से बातचीत की जा रही थी, जिससे कि ये रूमर फैल गया कि ये बच्चा चोरी करने के लिए आए हैं। इन साधु के ड्रेस में जो लोग थे इनके द्वारा थाने में कोई सूचना नहीं दी गई थी। ये यहाँ के रहने वाले नहीं थे। इनसे पूछने पे कोई भी इनके पास आईडी कार्ड नहीं था। इनकी तौर तरीके संदिग्ध थे। इनसे पूछताछ की जा रही है। राजस्थान में जिस जिले की उन्होंने बात की है वहाँ भी इनकी वेरीफाइड नहीं हो पा रहे हैं। प्रथम दृष्टया ये 3 लोग भी संदिग्ध हैं, लेकिन ग्रामीणों द्वारा जो उसकी पिटाई की गई वो निश्चित रूप से गलत है।
All right, let me quickly cut across to our reporter joining us for a little more, Sumi Rajappan. Sumi, a quick word, what really happened? Who are these sadhus? And they were beaten up mercilessly. On what suspicion?
Yes, absolutely, Nabila. These were the seers who had come from Alwar, Rajasthan, and in fact, during the Durga procession, this incident took place in a very remote area of